How have you been able to negotiate better prices for your customer?
Well, actually, our local team, the first thing they will do is to reach all the factories, the potential factories, to pretend they are local buyer, to be sure that the price our customers they are paying is fair enough, and they are not have like a special cost, additional tariff, to being just an overseas company. So that will allow us to know what is the real price on the market.
You mean your team would actually call to the factories directly and pretend they are a buyer of a similar product to get a sense of what the market rate is locally?
Exactly, because we already have all the information from our customers about the technical specification. We really can go so deep with manufacturing.
Roughly how many factories would you call up to understand the market rate?
First round, we'll talk between 10 and 15 factories.
10 to 15 factories. Yeah. And then you can gauge where the market rate is for a particular product, right?
Exactly.
Certain specifications. Yeah. And then you also mentioned the foreigner tariff. What's that?
Well, that's really common in China, right? It's not the same price for local buyer, business local agent here in China, that foreigner, they coming from overseas.
Yeah.
They know you are contacting them on Alibaba. You have price reference. The way you communicate with them, they will figure out in 1 second that you are not familiar.
Okay. So if I wanted to get a real good pricing, then I should call up different factories, understand what their prices are, and I also need to make this call with a local voice. Definitely. So that they don't know that I'm so far away.
I cannot show my face in this call. Otherwise, yes, exactly.
Yeah. How can I negotiate better prices for my products?
Well, that's really good questions, right? So it depends in which state of your business you are, right? I think price is important, but sometimes you have to understand what are your priority. That's me.
My priority?
Yes. Do you really understand the standards and the quality certification that your products require, right? So you need to be sure that all the things, all the standards and regulations that you have to meet. Each product is different, right?
How would that affect pricing?
Of course, it would affect because all suppliers and raw material, they need to meet some certificates. It's not the same when you do some, for example, plastic product, is food contact or not food contact.
Food contact?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a must to import in Europe, US. Any product or any plastic is in contact with food for human.
But the point is, I've been working with the factory for a long time, and I think they should give me some discount. I'm a good customer. So how can I negotiate a better price?
Well, first, I think you have to first, once you find the right quality of the products, the design, to have everything perfect, right? You need to know, are you working with a real manufacturer or are you working with a trader? That's me always working with a trader. There's a margin when they do the business, right? It's going to 5 to 10%, and if you are too naive, even 20%.
Oh, okay.
So first, you really need to understand your supply chain, who is behind that.
Okay. So once I figure it out, let's say if it is a trader, what am I supposed to do? I don't know who the real manufacturer is. I still need to rely on this trader to sell me these goods.
We suggest always to, before starting to grow your business, you have to ensure that your supply chain is qualified, that you have the right people.
I really just want to reduce my costs so I get a bigger margin.
Yeah, but that's the problem. That's why it's very important to understand the cost of your product, right? Because if you start, there's a bottom that you cannot pass in terms of cost.
So I need to understand what's the bottom line cost for my product. Yeah. How do I do that?
Well, first of all, understanding the minimum requirements and you have to meet. And second, that when you get a quotation, you have to be sure that the price they're giving to you, they are meeting all your design, quality, and regulation standards.
Yeah. Okay, let's say they meet all my requirements, and how can I negotiate a better price?
Well, that's really important, especially in China. Once you start to work with them, you have to build a personal relationship with the factory. You have to.
Okay. So let's say I've been working with this factory for years, then I think we're a pretty stable, established relationship. And how can I negotiate a better deal?
Well, first, be sure that you're scaling your volume. You're giving the volume and recurring purchase order.
Yeah.
You have. Also, it's important for them to understand what is your business plan. You know, you have a brand. How many countries are you selling? What you're trying to do. So I think all this information, as more they know about you, and you work with the right people in terms of factories, not trader.
Yeah.
They will always try to support you.
Okay.
What they will not do is like give you a very overpriced compared with. Of course, you have to negotiate it, right? I think there is always a window of 5-10% of negotiating.
5-10%.
Yeah.
Wow, that could be quite significant. Thank you.